welcome to Talk with Yours Truly. So this is the talk show / podcast, and within this podcast we're going to be talking about sex, fashion, love,
mental health,
all the crazy things that we go through on a day-to-day basis, right? So throughout our episodes we may bring in different co-hosts, different guests, just to, get their little perspectives on things. Now, with that being said, let's jump into our topic.
Well, us women love a good talk show, right?
That's
So
right.
the shows that I've been watching recently is Red Table Talk.
Yes, it's super juicy.
Sister Circle, The Real.
That's my favorite.
Okay, so when I was watching the Red Table Talk, it was things that I didn't really agree on, and my perspective is kind of different as a middle class single mom. You know what I mean? I'm just still trying to figure everything out.
Right. What was that? Like, what did they actually
Well, Shuri had said to Jada at a point when her and Will split, "You're living in a house that I picked out."
So Shuri is the ex.
Shuri is the ex.
Okay.
Yes.
I think that, alright, the conversation goes deeper than just her picking up the phone and saying, "Oh, you live in a house that I picked out." I think the resentment goes further, way further back. It's kind of like, here comes Jada with her built-in idea of what co-parenting should be versus what the reality of it is. And the reality of it is, bitch, I set you up that way. That's how she must have felt in her position.
But they will.
You know what I mean? That's her position. As a person who walked away from a situation, homegirl, you got a built-in, you playing house right now. That's my house. I picked that house. You there with my kid. I'm calling to speak to my child. Your job is to hand over the phone.
Wait, but why do women do that?
Why
do we do that? For what? I don't want to say we, but I am a woman. But why do we do that?
It's a lot. It's a lot.
You think that, but that's not conducive to anything.
When you're invested with someone and you got years and time and arguments and bills and chores and kids and duties and picking up and dropping offs and all that good stuff, and you even if you chose to walk away from a situation, it doesn't give that other person the right to sit back and, as the new person coming in, to judge you.
I don't think that Jada was judging her. Yeah. She even said in the video, you know what? She did have an idea of how she wanted things to go, and she said it wasn't coming from a place of malice. She was just like, listen, I love Will, I love his child, and now I gotta, you know what I mean?
Right. She was naive, and she'd never been in a marriage, and she didn't know what it was to have a commitment like that. Co-parenting is hard.
Oh, I know.
And they got money. So imagine when it's like for us, who we're co-parenting with. Sometimes we're co-parenting with some broke ass who won't pay child support.
This is true.
You're struggling to figure out where you're gonna babysitter.
Speaking about that, I'm gonna speak on my own experience. I am a single mom, and I have a 6-year-old daughter. Her name is Talia. And me and her father right now, we're good co-parents. We're great co-parents. But in the beginning, because it takes some time, in the beginning we were the worst. Communication was non-existent. He was doing whatever he felt like he wanted to do. I felt like he wasn't doing enough.
How long has it been?
Well, Talia's 6 years old.
But since the breakup.
Oh, since the breakup.
Well, because that's
all
started. It's a time frame we're talking about.
Man, speak the truth, girl. Come on.
Because you said in the beginning it was hard. So
no, it was in the beginning. It was hard. We stopped dating when she was around 2 years old.
So 4 years.
When it started,
pretty much.
Yeah, 4 years, pretty much.
And I'm sure that has to do with a lot of things. Financials. How do you co-parent with him? In the beginning, when you were going through the issues.
In the beginning, he wasn't even trying to. He wasn't ready. He just wasn't ready. He just didn't. He was like, "Oh, I'm not ready to be a dad." He would take her, and she would be over there, but she wouldn't be with him because he'll be away, and she'll be with his mom. But I guess I don't want to say it grew on him. I'm using the wrong words, but it was one day he just woke up and was like, "I can't do this anymore. I gotta."
Actually be
time into my daughter, so I don't know if it was something that she said or to him, but yeah, he just started changing.
Well, that works for you, but for most situations,
it don't.
They ain't shit.
Yeah, I mean, like I also co-parent. I was pretty blessed in that the father of my kids is, he's a professional athlete.
Sorry to cut you off. Have you ever experienced both ends of the stick? Like Jada
Yeah.
and, what's her name, Maurice?
Sheree. Yeah, I actually have. So yeah, like for me, as a mom, you go through, like I said, I was blessed to be with somebody who was financially stable and kept me and my whole situation financially stable, which was hard enough to leave because as a poor girl growing up in Brooklyn, he gave me everything I never had in life. He gave me the house I never had, the family I never had, the lifestyle I never had. So when I had to make the decision to walk away from all of that, it was hard. Here comes the resentment when he moved on and he remarried. I chose to walk away from that situation. I had many, many reasons. But when
you was gonna stay wait, what? You was gonna stay while he was about to get married? Like you was getting
No. I mean, I walked away from that situation. It was my choice to leave him. He didn't leave me. Like Cherie, she left Will. I don't know what Cherie's financial situation was before Will, but mine before my ex was hard. I was poor. And then leaving it, you have to be like, oh my God, I'm gonna walk away from everything. I'm gonna leave everything behind and move forward. And then comes the new girl. The new girl who doesn't have any idea of everything we've already been through, everything we've invested, everything that our time and our kids are going through. And now you come in and you think you know it all. That's how I find it felt. But then I was also the stepmom because then I, got into a new relationship and he had a daughter. Now we're co-parenting and I'm the stepmom and I'm trying to be everything that other woman wasn't to me. I'm thinking, okay, this is the idea of what co-parenting should be. I'm going to go in there and I'm going to be the good stepmom and he's going to like me or she's going to like me. And
what's the child like? Well,
get hated me.
But you see that's perspectives. That's perspective. That's probably the same way Jada was thinking. And Cherisse, you felt both. You felt both. Cherisse's point of view and Jada's point of view. But co-parenting is hard. And my thing about it is, if y'all just have a mutual agreement that it's about the child, then I feel like you can get along.
I think,
no matter who's added, blended into your family now, as long as y'all have that mutual agreement that the children are, what matters to us, then
I think it's communication.
Yeah,
I think in any relationship, whether we're like friends, husband or wife, I think that it's just like communication, is the main thing. And plus, it's, how we're affecting the kids.
But let me share my experience. Okay. So I'm just not hanging on kids, but I just like to hear y'all stories. So I just want to chime in and be down to get down. But when I do have a child, you know what? I would just have it by myself.
But then
I'm gonna get done because I ain't dealing with this shit. So ladies, I have two questions for you. It's a two-part question. Is co-parenting easier when the other woman's apologetic and trying to be understanding? Or will some women still be upset about the situation and try not to make it work? Or make it work to you?
Well, the type of person that I am, if she's apologetic about it, then yeah, because I think I'm a very forgiving person, like extremely forgiving, or I don't even know what the reason is, but yeah, I would forgive because I'm thinking of my child, and if he is going to marry her and they're going to be together and she's definitely going to be in my daughter's life, why wouldn't I show my daughter that us as adults can get along for her? You understand what I'm trying to say?
Right.
So she entered the situation knowing that he had a child and that I was there as well.
I'm gonna play devil's advocate here. I know, sorry. I just feel like sometimes you don't want somebody to come in with their influences, with their history, with their culture, with their lifestyle, with their I don't need you to talk to my kid about God. There's certain things I don't want you to talk to my child about, because that's my right as a parent. That's my child. I brought that child in. So I don't want you imposing whatever lifestyle comes with you in my life.
So how do you stop the kids at school that's imposing on her?
School's different. School's different because that's not my parent. As we're co-parenting. That's my child is going to see you as an authoritative figure. Okay. So what you say matters. So for you to go above me or behind me or, below him, no pun intended, to get your point across, that might be a problem. that might be an issue. I might have a problem with that. You know, so it doesn't, I don't know if it matters if you're understanding and if you're caring and if, you know, we can communicate. Sometimes the other side just doesn't care. Sometimes the other side is resentful because of everything that other person put them through. You know what I mean? Like the mother, being the mother, not the stepmom, being the mother. You know, sometimes you're just like, well, this asshole put me through enough. So you know what? I don't care how nice his little new girlfriend is.
It just seems like
You know?
I guess certain things are easier said than done. I ain't got no kids, so I know I will be able to say like, oh yeah, I'm gonna do the mature thing. You're right. I gotta want you. No, it's my child. I want it this way. But the mature thing to do is to act as an adult and do what's right for your child.
Agreed. But it's just hard to figure out.
But you're an example, so your kid's seeing all this.
Well,
so why
what's right for your child? Let's just say this. I'm a Catholic woman. My husband or my ex-husband to be now wants to be with a woman who's Jewish or Muslim.
Okay.
I don't want my child. My child's Catholic.
They're not gonna try to.
How do you know that? How do you know when they sit down to eat a meal that they're gonna say a different type of prayer at their dinner table?
So then you're gonna be able to just take that child completely away from his father's life.
No, I'm not. I'm
You have
gonna
to trust them as a parent
I'm gonna say we need to communicate about all of this. When you in your house, and she may not like it, she may have to change the customs in her home to fit my customs because my child is there. And you're going to have to learn to be and behave around my
Wait,
customs.
so okay, I guess maybe it depends on how old the child is.
That's true.
Because if the child is of age where they can decide if they want to even change the religion, you can't have any say so. Like
No,
you're
of course
just,
not.
it's
Of
a
course
wrap.
not. Of course
So,
not. Agreed.
and then again, she's also an adult, whoever the other lady is, and as well as the parent that's co-parenting, the father. So at the end of the day, that's actually their choice, and you just have to deal with that.
So like, and also depending on the age of your daughter, speak to your daughter.
Yeah, agreed.
See if the other woman is a great influence in her life. Like, see if she's like, well, yeah, I look up to her.
But how many times? I mean, have you ever had a stepmom or a stepdad? Either one of you.
No.
Well,
I currently have a stepdad, but that's my dad wasn't in my life, so my grandparents raised me.
I had a stepmom my whole life. My mom's, you know, a lesbian, and you know, I grew up with 2 women. You know, it was hard. It was very, very hard. I did not respect that other parent in the house.
Why?
Is it the fact that you?
I know we're jumping off
topic, but
it's jumping off topic. But you know, as a child, you know, I had to deal with the stigma that she carried. You know, I was made fun of in school because my mommy liked other girls. You know, but beyond that, you know, I didn't respect the other person's views. You know, her way of her rules and regulations.
And did she try to punch? Did she try to basically deal with you when you were in trouble, or did she go to?
No, she tried to deal with me directly when I was in trouble. And of course, it would have been the other parent to deal with that. But then the other parent also has to deal with the fact that this is my partner. This is who I'm with. So I don't want to piss that person off either.
That's true. So
you
now,
know, so it's,
I get how it's like. So now you're able to speak from the child's perspective as well.
Mm-hmm.
So I see that's why you're so like.
Right, I can play both sides of that pole.
I get it. That makes sense.
Okay, all that said and done, do you guys feel that it hurts the mother when the child likes the other one more?
Duh. Oh yeah, that's their child. They gonna like a whole nother parent that's not yours more than me. I birthed you.
You know, sometimes you
It's
can
natural.
feel as a mom, you know, wow, I like the way that person treats my kid. I'm so happy that my kid likes that person.
That's fine, but I don't want my child telling me like, yeah, I like her more than you, Bob.
Well, no, she better not say that to me.
This is
Right.
But I feel like the type of person that I am. I'm not gonna feel that my daughter. I'm okay if she likes her. I'm not gonna feel that she likes her or loves her more than she loves me.
What if she says those exact words?
She will not. She will not say that. And I know she's not gonna feel that way because I'm her mother and I have a great impact in her life.
So you're saying you would feel threatened? Is that what you're saying?
Maybe, you know, if she did say that to me, I would now come around not to know why.
What is she doing to make her feel that way?
Like why?
Okay.
I don't agree. I don't agree. I feel like I would not be threatened. I would feel really comfortable. I would be happy knowing that my child is going over there and they're having, she's peace of mind. She goes over there, she sees that.
So you would be okay with the fact that your child saying that I like her more than you lie?
Like saying those
words.
That's
I mean,
gonna hurt me. That's gonna bruise me.
I don't know if I want to hear her say she likes her.
But then that's the question.
But I feel good. I mean, I feel comfortable knowing that my child is going over there and they're having a good time, and that she's not over there with the evil stepmother.
Girl, you gotta answer the question. You gonna be good with it, or you gonna dress
Alright,
like
no, I don't think I feel too comfortable.
Right, that's it. Cause I ain't got no kids, but you ain't gonna come tell me I didn't go stay with her.
All right, so moving on to the real, right? Another topic they discussed was, would you let your boo pay rent?
Okay,
would you let your boo pay rent, or would you charge your boo rent?
Would
Who
you
is that?
charge-
Because that's a totally different question you're asking.
no, but who is it? Okay, so it depends who it's coming from.
Yeah, right.
Okay, so from, let's say, a man, he has his apartment or he has his house and he needs help, and he has a girlfriend. She moves in and he asks her, can you pay some rent?
So we're the girlfriend.
Yes.
Okay. I wouldn't feel hurt. I'm gonna pay that rent. You know what? I want my name on the deed. I want it on everything. So if anything goes wrong, I'm gonna kick his ass out. Next.
That's a.
But what if both of your names is on it?
Touchy.
Well, then we'll figure it out together. But I don't want to be the one to get pushed out. So I'm gonna have those receipts showing that I was paying rent. That's just both.
See, I think it all depends. It depends on the motivation to move in with each other. Are we moving in because we are financially unstable? And if that's the case, then yeah, apparently we're gonna both have to, split that bill. Or are we moving in because, we've been dating for 3 years, you proposed to me, now we're moving in together? Because then my expectations of the situation are completely different.
I mean, well, I feel like either way, regardless of what the situation is, you're moving in and they actually pay rent, will you feel some type of way?
If he asks me to pay rent, yeah, I'm gonna feel some type of way.
Why
are you asking me to pay rent?
But you're an adult.
I am an adult, and I didn't ask him to move in with you. I was happy and content in my own space, doing what I wanted to do, when I wanted to do it, saving my money the way I needed to save it.
Would you
asked me
good question.
to move in with you. You asked me.
This ain't the
to
same
be
if
there
he asked
with
you to dinner and you pay. That's completely different.
That's like you asked me to dinner.
No, it's not.
Like you asked me to dinner, and then you sit there and be like, can we go Dutch here?
No, then he said that.
Okay, no, right?
No,
I feel like if we're moving in together, then I don't think there's a problem if we split rent. That just shows that we can, compromise, work together,
Again,
teamwork.
it depends on the tenants in which we are moving in together.
Okay.
Like if we having a kid and we trying to reconcile our financial issues and trying to move
But you
forward.
still gotta pay rent. Rent gotta be paid. So
not if you propose to me and you gonna be my husband and
so you
doing
one
that.
of those. Alright, cool. Yeah, I'm
You're
doing
doing that.
I'm gonna pay my rent.
Well, you know what? Jeannie said a real woman or mate should speak up and say, how can I contribute? How can I help?
Yes.
I mean, of course.
I agree.
Of course you want help, but I'm not gonna sit there and tell you, ask me to move in and then ask me for, rent.
But
as a
what if he
partner,
says,
am
you
gonna
know what?
offer that.
What if he's
automatically.
saying like, okay, it's getting a little out of hand. I just realized that the rent's a bit much with the utilities, with the cable bill, everything. Like, what if he's saying, I just need a little bit.
As a partner, I'm gonna see that. I'm gonna see where you're failing, and I'm gonna make up for that automatically. But don't ask me to move in with you and then ask me for rent, because then all I'm gonna think is that you need to help with your rent money.
Wait, but what? Okay, so
And that's why you asked me to move in.
This is okay.
Yeah.
I'm like, because if that's what you asking me to move
So
in,
it's about
Right.
his wording then. So how he
Of
actually
course,
presents it
of
to you. So what if he
course, of
says, okay, I want us to live together.
Yeah, well,
With us living together, we're both gonna. I'm sure have to pay rent together.
Of course.
So if he asked you in that way versus you want to move in with me, girl.
Yeah, I mean, like, it's just different. Automatically when you become a unit, a couple, you want to share responsibilities because you want to see each other grow. You want to help each other build. You want to build together. But when you come to me with the pretenses of you need help with your rent, that is the only reason you are asking me to move in with you. And you doing it sneaky, like, oh, baby, you know what we should do? We've been together 3 months.
3 months.
Have you ever actually lived with someone? Not to get completely off topic.
I mean,
Have
I'm
you experienced
crazy. I'm crazy. I met somebody, and in 3 weeks we were married and living together.
Oh, so see,
I mean, you know, but
now it all makes
yeah.
sense. I'll go to the next topic.
Somebody has I was close to moving to a different state
Oh wow, that's
to live with somebody.
okay.
It didn't work out, but
Did he invite you to move in with him?
Yes, we spoke about it.
Okay, you spoke about it. So when let's pretend like it did happen.
Okay.
You moved to, let's say, Los Angeles. Let's just pretend that that's what it is.
Oh,
and you get to Los Angeles,
and
exactly, it's like 25, 3,000. And he tells you, well, I'm so happy that you're living with me, but the rent due in 2 weeks.
I'm like, well, you got that covered because I just got here with my moving expenses, such and such and such. So you're gonna wait until I'm ready.
So is it okay? Back to the question: is it okay for a guy to ask his girlfriend to move in and then ask her to pay rent?
He has to word it a different way. You're not about to, like the way that you said it, I just got there and you said in 2 weeks, my nigga, you gotta wait. You gotta chill. I just got here and I just spent all this money, so you gotta wait. I just put my bag down. Like I'm not gonna say I'm not going to, but you're going to wait.
It depends. You know, if you need help, you know, and I can bring some like food stamps to the table. No, I'm just kidding.
That food stamps is money. You gotta stop playing. Look. I don't know. I'm gonna pay rent regardless. Because I don't want to fall back on me like, oh, I did this and now I did that.
That's the talk of an independent woman right there.
Yeah.
I'm trying my best. That's how you see.
Probably why I'm broke, but I try my best.
So today, before we leave you on our We See You segment, we want to recognize Tracy Moore. She is not only a published writer, whose book you can find in everywhere from Barnes & Noble to online, Apple, The Spirited Actor. She is also a casting director for HBO and BET. She hosts a series of acting classes. She's a motivational speaker. And she's helped and discovered many of the people you know now, from Dave Chappelle to Idris Elba. And you can find her, because she's actually currently hosting a class right now, on Instagram, The Spirited Actor. And you can also email her at thespiritedactor@hotmail.com. We see you, girl.
Thank you to our Truly family for watching. Tune in every other Thursday to catch all the juice, the details, all the good stuff. See you then.